divers, welcome to
Mysteries of the Deep.
I'm Tom Feeney, podcaster and purveyor of pop culture propaganda, searching beneath the surface of what seems to be the ordinary, the mundane, the pedestrian. This week, we look at the twisted and truly bizarre story of one strange little man and his half-crazed dream. A dream that would ultimately lead to fraud and imprisonment, not to mention one of the most sought-after lost films of the past 40 years. Let's dive into the making of Blood Circus. Now, before we get to the movie itself, let's look at the man behind it. Santo Victor Rigotuso. Born in 1945, Rigotuso grew up in a fairly normal, if not strict, household in Baltimore, Maryland. According to friends and acquaintances, Rigotuso always had some money-making scheme going on since he was a teenager. He dropped out of high school at the age of 16 due to incessant bullying over his nervous tics, which may have been caused by Tourette syndrome. After stints running a barber shop and a music store, Rigotuso eventually went into business for himself, selling products via mail order. To give you an idea of the kind of products Rigotuso sold through the mail, his first product was a musical watch that would play The Yellow Rose of Texas. Neat, huh? I mean, it was the early 80s, so you can't really expect much. Once Rigotuso sold out of his watches, he turned his attention to selling jewelry. Jewelry that Rigotuso sold under the name Santo Gold. And that wasn't only the name of his line of jewelry, but now his stage name as well. TV ads for his bracelets and chains ran on late-night TV all over the United States.
Get a pencil, because if you want two 24-karat Santo Gold bracelets, a Santo diamond ring, and this elegant dress watch, all for only $19.95, you must call now within the next 10 minutes. A $289 retail value for only $19.95, just to see how many phone calls we'll get in the next 10 minutes. If you have been deceived about pure 14-karat gold being pure gold, you're wrong. It's nearly 1/2 metal mixed in with the gold. You might as well pour 1/2 water or milk in your coffee. Santo Gold is pure 24-karat gold from the gold bullion. No metals are mixed in to break down the gold carat. You are looking at 100% pure 24-karat gold over all 126 diamond-cut facets, the latch and all. 14-karat gold cannot give you this look. Santo Gold gives you pure 24-karat gold against your skin. It's pure gold from the gold bullion, with the pure gold rich color no 14, 18, or 22-karat gold can give you. Plus, as a bonus, the supernatural diamond ring and the elegant lady's dress watch come with your Santo Gold bracelets free. Even if you decide to return your bracelets for a refund within 30 days, you still keep the ring free.
Sounds great. Where's my checkbook? Anyway, that line about being 24-karat gold straight from the bullion? Total lie. His jewelry was gold electroplated steel. The gold itself, not 24-karat, and it was only 1/50th to 1/100th of an inch thick. Now, complaints about the company began to pour in to the postal authorities. No one got refunds they requested, and the company would actually send items COD, that's cash on delivery, to people who never even ordered anything. Now, that actually backfired when they sent an unsolicited COD package to a Pennsylvania postal inspector. Oops. After the Postal Service refused to handle Santo Gold orders anymore, they filed for bankruptcy. Oh, but that didn't stop Santo Gold. Oh no. He used other corporate names for his jewelry business and began using UPS to send his shoddy merchandise. But being a mere mail fraud maestro wasn't enough for Santo Gold. He had serious delusions of grandeur. Santo believed that making a movie would be the ultimate publicity stunt to boost sales of his jewelry and to test out his new Santo Gold persona as a rock star. We'll talk more about that in a second. The movie would be called Blood Circus. Now, here's the plot, and you may want to sit down or pull your car over for this. Blood Circus has American wrestling stars fighting against wrestlers from the USSR, that's Russia for you Gen Zers, and aliens from outer space. The ads for the film promised incomprehensibly vague things like, quote, scream machines, thunder vision, and angels that bother everybody? What? Of course, there are pitches for Santo Gold jewelry in there as well. Oh yes, and I did mention Rockstar a minute ago. Santo Gold also fancied himself a bit of a rock icon. And one of his songs was featured in Blood Circus and was titled, to no one's surprise, Santo Gold.
Blood Circus is coming soon. Ask your theater manager for your free scream bag now. Supplies are limited. Ladies and gentlemen, hold it right there. What you are about to see is a phenomenon that's sweeping across the country. Some people wonder what the 24-karat Santo Gold process has in common with wrestling. For example, the Santo Gold Heavyweight Championship wrestling belt is awarded to the winning tag team in the new science fiction space wrestling movie comedy, Blood Circus. There is actually a rock singer called Santo Gold who sings his song Santo Gold in the movie Blood Circus. You will see and hear Santo Gold perform a little later on.
Santo Gold! We got gold! Baby, we got gold! Santo Gold! No other kind of gold!
From the accounts of those lucky few who have seen it, Blood Circus is an incomprehensible mess. It was filmed, and I use that word loosely, at the Baltimore Arena in 1985. Newspaper ads asked for extras to show up and be audience members at a fictional wrestling match. Anyone who wanted to participate and be an extra had to actually pay $9.95 to be in the film. They were told they would, quote, watch 20 world-famous wrestlers rip each other's heads and arms off and throw them into the audience. Ugh. Now, according to reports, 2,800 people showed up to see the filming of Blood Circus, but many of the, quote, extras who paid According to reports, 2,800 people showed up to see the filming of Blood Circus, but many of the extras who paid were disappointed with the lack of any action, and they asked for their money back. Do you think they got their money back? Of course not. In a 1987 newspaper interview, Santo Rigatuso, using his alias Bob Harris, said, quote, the film won't make sense, it will just make dollars. Cute. But in November of that year, unable to find a distributor for the film, Rigatuso had to rent local theaters for the premiere of Blood Circus. According to one newspaper account, 3 people showed up at the opening. Now, Rigatuso continued with his highly questionable money-making schemes until his most ambitious scam finally got him in serious trouble with the law. In February of 1989, a federal grand jury indicted Rigotuso on 12 counts of mail fraud. The charges stated that Rigotuso defrauded thousands of customers across the nation to the tune of nearly $5 million. According to the indictment, Rigotuso misrepresented that his company assisted customers in obtaining nationally recognized credit cards like Visa or MasterCard. But instead, people received 2 paper cards that could be used to buy merchandise. Hey, guess what kind? Yep, Santo Gold jewelry. Rigotuso was convicted and sentenced to 10 months in federal prison. Now you might think that that's the end of the Santo Gold and Blood Circus story, but you'd be wrong. After his release from prison in 1990, Santo Rigotuso disappeared from public view, seemingly retiring where old scam artists go to die, Florida. But you can't keep a good narcissist down, it seems. In 2008, Rigotuso sued a female recording artist who also went by the name Santo Gold. And to avoid any further litigation, she changed her name to Santi Gold. Now, this lawsuit may have energized Rigotuso to re-enter, I guess, the recording industry. He released several, and once again I use the term loosely, songs on YouTube, including one that references the lawsuit.
I'm the real Santo Gold. I'm the real Santo Gold. I'm the real Santo Gold. I don't like my name being stolen. Spent millions on my name, Santo Gold, 'cause I'm the real Santo Gold. When I was made, they threw away the mold, 'cause I'm the real Santo Gold. Read my history as it is told that I'm the real Santo Gold. So don't use my name to create your fame. Believe me, kid, this is not a game, 'cause I'm the real Santo Gold. I'm the real Santo Gold. I'm the real Santo Gold. I don't like my name being stolen.
I sincerely apologize for subjecting you to that, but it had to be done. That was around this time that a Santo Gold website first appeared. It's still there at santogold.com if you wish to subject yourself to a cacophony of grammatical errors, misspellings, and run-on sentences. Now, speaking of the interwebs, in June of 2011, a mysterious item went up for bid on auction site eBay. Purportedly, a 35mm film copy of Blood Circus was being listed by an anonymous party in South Florida. The starting bid was rather conservative at only $21 million. Shockingly, no serious bids were ever entertained for this copy of Blood Circus. It was never actually confirmed that this 35mm print even existed. So the movie was seemingly doomed to forever be one of those lost films that might never see the light of day. But in 2013, another eBay auction was posted for a print of the film by a different seller. This time, for a much more reasonable price of a couple of $100. Now, not long after, a minor miracle occurred. A secret screening of Blood Circus was held at the Alamo Drafthouse Movie Theater at Austin, Texas, in 2014. Online reviews for those fortunate or unfortunate enough to have seen it called it, quote, the worst film ever made, the greatest endurance test of my life, and a war crime. Given Rigotuso's lengthy legal troubles, it's difficult to determine who actually holds the rights to Blood Circus. I gotta say though, if I ever get the chance to see Blood Circus, I'm gonna get my popcorn, put on some fake gold jewelry, and let the awfulness wash over me. Now, although records confirming this are hard to come by, it seems that Santo Victor Rigotuso passed away in 2015 at the age of 70. Right now, he's probably trying to sell halos made of fake gold to the angels in heaven. Yes, his legacy is tarnished, much like the electroplated junk he sold to naive late-night TV viewers, but he did manage to give the world some of the strangest sounds and images of the 20th century. And there are worse things to be remembered.
Thanks for listening. If this is the first time you've heard this podcast, check out our past episodes and subscribe so you don't miss a single one. And we want to hear from you. Drop us a line at thedeepdivepodcast@gmail.com or on our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter feeds. You can find links to those on our Linktree site, The Deep Dive Podcast by Automaton. And don't forget to check out our official website, thedeepdivepodcast.com. All clips used in this podcast are meant for educational purposes only and not to infringe on existing copyrights. Mysteries of the Deep is a production of Automaton Studios.
One Elvis Presley, Einstein 2, one Walt Disney, there can't be two, cause I'm the real Santo Gold. I'm the real Santo Gold. I'm the real Santo Gold. Now you can't say you haven't been told that I'm the real Santo Gold. Real Santo Gold. I'm the real Santo Gold. I did the wrestling movie and lots of TV. My name's well known in history. My commotion picture was one of a kind that caused a lot of people to blow their mind. Incomprehensible, many would claim. The movie Blood Circus was really insane because I'm the real Santo Gold. I'm the real Santo Gold. I'm the real Santo Gold.